Can we talk about the Chinese high-speed rail network? Because I want to put something into perspective for you that I find fascinating. They have a train that goes from Beijing all the way up here in the north, all the way down to Guangzhou in the south of China, which is a distance of 1,300 miles. And it just so happens that that's almost the same distance as driving from New York City all the way down to Miami, about a 20-hour trip, and that's if you don't stop and traffic is good. And if you choose Amtrak, it would take about 29 hours, and that's if the train is on time. And if you've ever ridden Amtrak like I have, you know that's highly unlikely. The Chinese train, however, covers that distance, 1,300 plus miles, in 7 hours and 17 minutes. And yes, there are some slower ones you can see here. I'm going to be fully transparent. This one is 10 hours, which is still not that bad. What's even more crazier though is the one that goes from Beijing down to Shanghai, which is a distance of about 750 miles, which is roughly the same as driving from Atlanta to Dallas, Texas, Salt Lake City down to Los Angeles, or New York to Chicago. It's about a 12-hour drive if you don't have traffic and you don't stop, which again is impossible. The Beijing to Shanghai train covers the 750-mile distance in 4.5 hours. Amtrak, on the other hand, will take about, oh wow. Can you imagine the possibilities? You could literally take a day trip from New York to Chicago, leave in the morning, get there by noon, then leave around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, be back by midnight. You live in Atlanta and just want to go to Miami for a day or two? Done. It's a 3.5 hour train ride. Your grandmother who lives 4 states over can't drive or doesn't want to drive to see you, doesn't like the airport. Now you have no excuse to see grandma. And she doesn't either. Oh, and by the way, this is what the map looked like in 2008.